Hello and welcome to a demo on Finesse, a framework for instantiating NLQ essentials. Finesse provides multiple flows where you can bring in data in various formats such as Excel sheets, CSV files, or data residing in a backend data store, and it automatically creates or instantiates the NLQ stack for you so that you can start querying your data in a few clicks. In this demo, we'll be demoing two flows. The first one, which is you have data in a backend data store. As you can see here, there are various fields where you can provide the database details. And now Finesse is instantiating the stack. Finesse is built over Athena, whose architecture is shown in this picture. Athena needs various inputs such as the ontology, the translation index, and the ontology to physical schema mapping, all of which is inferred by Finesse automatically so that you can directly give in a natural language question and it will create a target query language and fetch you the results for you. The demo database that we have provided looks something like this. It has 5 tables. The drug table, which has the drug ID and drug name, the patient table with the patient details, side effect table, which is a mapping between the drugs and the side effect symptoms, the symptom table, which has details about each of the symptoms, and the treatment table. Now Finesse has inferred the ontology, which includes figuring out the concepts in the database like side effect, treatment, symptom, and also the properties for each concepts, and also all the relationships between the concepts. So now that we have saved the project, let's try some toy query like show me all patient. I'll show you a snapshot of the patient table in the actual database. It looks something like this. It has the first name, last name, dosage and drug ID, and Finesse also fetches us the same snapshot. There is something called a translation index in Finesse, which is an index on the data values present in the database. For example, Michael, Jordan, Shane Watson, etc. And to build the translation index, we need to specify properties of concepts on which you want to build the index. Finesse automatically infers some of these TI properties for each of the concepts. For example, for patient, it has inferred first name and last name as the properties on which TI has to be built. So now we can directly query using any of these data value instances, such as we can query what is James Anderson's dosage, and it should bring us this row or this value. Let's try it out. Show me James Anderson's dosage. So this is the table and the value should be up to 3 grams. So here is the query that is being formed. Select patient dosage from patient, where patient first name is James and patient last name is Anderson. Let's now move into a little complex query in terms of joins. So as we see, the symptom table has symptom ID and symptom name, and the side effects table has side effect ID, side effect to drug, and side effect to symptom, and the drug table has the drug ID and drug name. So if we ask a question like show me side effect of aspirin, it should fetch us the side effects only for aspirin, and as you see again, Finesse has automatically inferred that Drug name is a property on which DI has to be built, and aspirin is a data value for that property. So we get the right answer. As you see, it shows nausea and vomiting, and in the table drug ID for aspirin is 1, and there are 2 symptoms, 3 and 1 for aspirin, which is nausea and vomiting. So as you can see, even complex multiple joints is handled very easily by FINESSE. We now move to the second flow, that is the flow where you can bring in an Excel sheet and upload it, and the same process is repeated. So the Excel sheet looks something like this. It has all sheets corresponding to the tables that we had in the database. We'll create a new project. And click on instantiate. So now it's instantiating the entire stack, that is, it is first populating the database and inferring the ontology. As you can see, we have instantiated the stack, and these are the schema details. And it has inferred the ontology with the relationships and concepts and properties. So now let's try another query, a little different from what we tried, like showing drugs and as you can see in the data, nausea has symptom ID 1, and the drugs which have that symptom are 1, 2 and 3. It is aspirin, morphine and ibuprofen. And as you see, FINESSE has fetched those results for you. So it has handled multiple joints and applied the filter on nausea. Now we'd like to demonstrate another feature, which is the extend synonyms feature. So what FINESSE does is it takes all the concept names and property names, and it tries to automatically generate all the synonyms possible for these names using thesaurus, so that you can try any variation of the query. So that you can try any variation of that query with those synonyms. As you can see, it has fetched synonyms such as victim, inmate, case for the concept patient. So now we can try something like show me all victims. And as you can see, it has shown all the patient details, even though you said victims. And with this, we come to the end of our demo. Thank you for watching.